Some senior figures at the United Nations are speaking out against the Texas pro-life law. These are UN experts. According to The Guardian, UN experts condemn Texas abortion law as sex discrimination, quote, at its worst. At its worst. Now, they quote Melissa O'Brady, who's the chair of the UN's Working Group on Discrimination. And she says this is, quote, the Texas law is, quote, structural sex and gender-based discrimination at its worst. She says it's profoundly discriminatory and violates a number of rights guaranteed under international law. She's very critical of the U.S. Supreme Court. And here's another individual, Reem Al-Salem, UN Special Rapporteur on Violence Against Women. She says, this has not only taken Texas backward, it's taken the entire country backward. Now, first of all, I want to focus on this phrase, at its worst, because there are horrific forms of sex discrimination going on all over the world. These are in India, for example, you've got all kinds of practices where you've got bride burnings and you've got people who set their wives on fire. In Indian villages, throughout many parts of the Muslim world, there's no education for young girls, or the education is interrupted. Women are not allowed to drive in certain places. You've got sex trafficking and forced prostitution. So all of this would seem to define sex discrimination at its worst. But in the United Nations evidently thinks that the Texas law is worse than all of this. It's the ultimate extreme. And then the question to me is, where is the discrimination at all? I got to say here that the UN is proving itself to be very unwoke, because the whole concept that the Texas law is sex discrimination is based on the idea that you've got these two sexes. You've got men, you've got women. Only women can get pregnant. Only women can have babies, and therefore restrictions on abortion are a burden that falls solely upon one gender and not about the other gender. But wait. What have we been learning from the woke lexicon all this time? We've been told that, first of all, there's no sharp distinction between men and women. We're told that gender is a social construct. We're told that there are 83 different genders and there are innumerable intermediate points between male and female. We're told that women are not the only ones who can get pregnant. What about trans individuals, biological males who undergo all kinds of surgical procedures? Can't they get pregnant as well? So somehow the UN they don't seem to have gotten the woke memo. They haven't gotten I'm compiling a woke dictionary. They haven't gotten my woke dictionary yet. They're still acting as if there are these kind of rigid genders. So what I'm getting at here is these people need to get with the program. I mean, you've got all these people, they want to wear exotic outfits and eat in fine New York restaurants. They need to spend a little more time studying woke culture. And then they're going to recognize that you can't call restrictions on abortion sex discrimination. You can't call it discrimination against women because you know what? There are no men and there are no women.